Okay, we are recording and we're live. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the first inning with another great episode from the BX Bomber and Roger, the big Yankee fan. How you doing, Roger?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, man. This is a replay from the podcast that we tried yesterday, live from Yankee Stadium, but it didn't work out too well. So, this is the redo and the reboot. So we're gonna put this one up. So,
We had some technical difficulties.
yeah, but it was definitely a great game yesterday with the Kansas City Royals in town.
Oh, yeah, and you were there, and that is what the Yankees need to do. They need to be able to beat teams that, frankly, they're better than. And the Kansas City Royals are having a very tough season with 31 wins and 71 losses. And the Yankees need to win these games because the Yankees have done very well against strong opponents, but have not played that well against teams that they should be able to beat. And for example, against the Blue Jays and Tampa Bay Rays and Baltimore Orioles, they're only playing around 500, and they're playing down to their competition. They really have to be able to beat these teams, and they took advantage last night when Lucas Duda dropped that ball at first base, giving the Yankees an extra out, and Didi Gregorius came through with a 3-run homer at that point, so they took advantage of getting the extra out, and that's what they need to do.
And that was a beautiful swing by Gregorius. But sad news, man, we're gonna lose Judd because he got hit by a pitch in the first inning there on the hand.
Right. That's a very tough loss for the Yankees. He has a fractured bone chip in his wrist, and they took him for an MRI, and they found that out, and it will be at least 3 weeks before he's able to even swing a bat. So who knows how long it will be before he's back in a game, and we'll have to see what kind of condition he is, how long it takes for him to get back to 100%. But it is a very tough loss. Junis of the Kansas City Royals threw inside and up and inside and hit Judge right in the wrist.
Yeah.
So it is a very tough loss.
It's a chip fracture of the right wrist ulnar styloid bone. And yeah, that's medical terms for whatever that is. And but the Yankees announced that no surgery has been recommended for Judd, and you know he should return in about the 3-week time period.
Okay.
If he can swing a bat again, that's the thing. Which he would be able to, I believe so. But it's not broken; it's chipped, so you know it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be inflammation there. So he has to wait for that to calm down, and then his wrist is gonna be weak now. You see, so he's not. What's gonna happen is when he comes back to baseball, is he's gonna feel weak and he's gonna try to get back his strength, and it's gonna be a thing there. It's gonna be a mental thing there, you know. So hopefully he can get back into the groove.
We'll see if he's even able to get back to 100% this season, actually. But, I mean, if we can get him back in the lineup and he's still less than 100%, he'll still be a very good player.
Absolutely.
But a very tough loss. And I like the way the Yankee fans all held up their cell phone lights, and they were having a candlelight vigil for Judge when he was sent to the hospital, and that looked pretty amazing how all the fans held up their cell phone lights.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
They had over 46,000 at Yankee Stadium last night.
I just finished speaking to you, and you told me that Zach Britton was in the bullpen, so I ran over to the bullpen, waiting for him to come out, and then as I was waiting there, that happened. I was like, oh man, so I actually have a picture, and I put it in the vlog, so you'll see that in there. I'm going to upload it soon, too, so that'll be up there, so you guys check that out. But yeah, I never seen that before, ever done, so that was pretty cool. I've tried doing that last year, like, on your phone, you can have, like, a SOS, like, with your light, and I've tried that, and somebody actually responded, like, across, like, in right field. So, it's worked before. But this, I just want to explain something. This right here does not hurt the Yankees, though. Because the Yankees have so many players on this team that could we still got Hicks, we still got Big G, you know, we still got Gardner that could pop one home run there. We still got Gabe Leday, you know, so we still got guys, and then Sanchez is trying to make a comeback. So maybe
Didi is
Sanchez
coming on.
and Didi's there, so Sanchez might come and take the team on. And Bird, he's there trying to fly. So we got a bunch of guys that could take over. Forget about Judge. We don't need Judge right now. Maybe this is what the Yankees need. Judge off the team for a little bit. And so the Yankees could spark up and get some heart now because they lost the guy. You understand?
Right.
So that'll maybe give them some fire there. And you know what this reminds me of? Of 20 years ago, right? 1998, when Darryl Strawberry got cancer. Remember that? Colon cancer, and we lost him. And that was the big home run guy. And that was he's equivalent to Aaron Judd of our day. So, and the Yankees still went on to win the World Series. So we can still do it. You know? So that's gonna be a great World Series replay video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I do feel, Judge is, so much, he's one of the biggest young stars to come to the Yankees in a long time, and he is a loss to the lineup, but I know what you're saying, that they do have a lot of firepower, and as you were saying, Hicks and Bird coming on, and Giancarlo Stanton, and even with Sanchez and Judge out, they still have a strong lineup.
Oh, yeah. And now the bullpen is unbelievable now. And we got Hap yesterday. They pulled the trigger on Hap to get him. And we got Bratton. So the bullpen is strong. It's stronger now. So
oh, yes.
So, we can hold down the runs now if that happens. Now, speaking about Zach Bratton, right? I believe he's going to be the new Yankee closer, whether it's later or soon. Because if Chapman doesn't get it together and starts throwing balls into the stands, and you know how he is.
He can have meltdowns on occasions.
He has meltdown, and he always does. So they might switch roles here. And Chapman... I think Chapman has a 2-year deal or a 1-year deal?
Oh no, I think it was something like a 5-year deal at $86 million.
So they're gonna play back and forth with these two guys there, because you know why? I think Chapman would be better as a reliever because you could bring in that guy any game, And Bratton could just sit there and try to close the game because we're going to need Chapman more.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do it because they have multiple closers on their team. David Robertson is closed. Dylan Betances has a bit, and we were discussing, Dylan Betances also has some major difficulties throwing strikes on occasions, but he's been lights out recently. He's been lights out, and they have Chapman, and so they have several people that can close.
Betances, I'm real shaky with this guy. I don't feel comfortable with him. So the 4 guys we only have is Chapman, Bratton, Hap that's coming now, and you're gonna have to maybe put Adam Warren there, and Robinson.
Oh yeah, David Robertson.
And you got Aaron Warren there too. He's not as good, but he can keep up with the big boys too. So you got some guys there, and then we got Betances. That's he's in the mix. So the Yankees got some guys that can pull it off.
And remember who's coming on very strong and has been a surprise and been doing very well out of the bullpen has been Jonathan Holder, who was actually sent down to the minors, and since he's come back, he's been lights out. He's barely given up any runs at all. Jonathan Holder has been doing an outstanding job out of the bullpen as well.
Yeah, I hope those guys make the team, man, because the only weak link we have there is Shreve, Jason Shreve, man, and I don't know how he's lasted on the team so long, but he needs to step up too. We need to put him in some situations and get him rocking too, because he needs to, take on that workload because Chapman and these guys that we just got, they're gonna be working every day now, you know, and we're gonna need Shreve and Adam Warren to give these guys days off, you know, and they have to come through. And they can't blow games like they normally do, you know, and that's their MO. So
Well, what also is going to have to happen is one of the bullpen pitchers, and we're forgetting about A.J. Cole, who's been outstanding too. But one of these bullpen pitchers is going to have to be taken off of the roster because because they're going to have to make roster changes, and it could be either Adam Warren or Jason Shreve or A.J. Cole, but one of them is going to have to be taken off the roster and to make room. So the Yankees have some moves that they have to make today. So we'll see which pitcher is taken off. Shreve is out of options, and A.J. Cole has been very good. So it's actually between Shreve and Adam Warren, really, as to who they removed from the bullpen at this point, with Zach Britton coming in and the roster moves that they are making.
yeah, I think according to the players' union, I think Cole has to get sent down because Shreve has a longer tenure in the major league.
Right, yeah,
So
I see
Shreve
what
might
you
have
mean.
to stay, but they got to give that kid Cole playing time because that has to make him. They have to make him qualify for the playoffs.
Yes.
You know, that's another thing. So now today's game is CC Sabathia. Now is pitching today on CC Sabathia Bobblehead Day, which I can't wait to get one. And
yeah.
Allegedly it's supposed to be raining around the time of 4 o'clock. So I might be online in the rain. So that's my afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, the report was as of yesterday that a very high, about an 80% chance of thunderstorms. Some may be severe in the afternoon, and PM thunderstorms. So it could be touch and go. I hope they're able to get the game in, and I am jealous of you. You get some great bobbleheads, and the CC bobblehead will be a great thing to add to the baseball collection.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of them so far, but the craziest bobblehead to get was the Babe Ruth one. That took 2 years to get the Babe Ruth bobblehead because
Wow.
because what happened? Same thing. What happened? Just like today, it was given out on a day that it rained and the game was postponed, and then they said, "Oh, we're gonna give it out next year." So next year comes, and then I finally get the bobblehead. It took me a whole 2 seasons.
Yeah, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I guess someone like the Babe is hard to get. You know, the Babe is the iconic Yankee of all time, so it turned out to be hard to get that bobblehead.
And you know what was a bad thing about the Yankees part on that day with the bobblehead?
What is that?
They didn't cancel the game at the time they supposed to. You know, they usually postpone it about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. They tell you
Right.
around there. But we got there they postponed the game at 5 o'clock, so late, and there was so many people waiting online, waiting to get in and everything like that. And people didn't want to leave. And they couldn't believe that they postponed the game. Like people was in shock. I was upset too. I was like, "Come on, man, how you wait so long?" You know, I couldn't. I didn't even have to come here then. You know.
Well, you know how they are, that they don't want to lose the gate, and sometimes, well, you'll see even in rain delays where they'll sit around and wait for a couple of hours or something in a rain delay before canceling it, because they don't, they want to make the money. They don't want to lose the concessions and all of that kind of thing. So they'll often wait as long as they can before they cancel, because they don't want to lose the gate. And it is a money-making thing, where they could, if they have a long rain delay going on, they'll get a lot of concession sales.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully CC gets his win, man, because on his last start, he left on a no decision, giving up 4 runs. I think he only pitched like 5 innings and 2 outs or something like that. But he's coming back on long rest. He had like what, like 2 weeks rest or something like that.
Yeah,
And
pretty much since before the All-Star break.
yeah, it's pretty much because Sunday's game after the All-Star break was rained out, so then they pushed his start back. So he got the start on today on his bobblehead day. So that's pretty awesome, man. To start on your bobblehead day, you know.
Oh yeah, well I'm sure they set it up that way, so he would be starting when he has the bobblehead, for the promotion and everything. It would be good to have him as the starting pitcher when they're having his bobblehead day.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, speaking of bobblehead news, they revealed the bobblehead for Brett Gardner. Remember how we talked about it? What's what's it gonna be?
Right.
Well, it's him hitting a home run. His home run swing.
Wow. Excellent. That
So
sounds
that's cool.
good.
That's cool. He don't hit many home runs, so that's really cool to have a bobblehead of him hitting home runs.
Yes. Do you happen to know who the Royals are starting today? Are they starting Duffy? Or I'm not sure who the Royals are starting pitcher is today. I didn't check it out.
Okay, so today's game, Brad Keller is pitching for the Royals. He has a
I see.
3.20 ERA. So Keller,
that's not bad.
yeah. So Keller takes the mound in game 2, and the rookie bounces back from a rough start on Sunday's game against the Twins, tossing 7+ strong inning while allowing 3 runs in that game. So he's trying to work. So and like I said, always with CC, the Yankees have to play perfect when they're playing with CC because we beat ourselves when we lose when we're playing with CC.
Right.
Because they always
And I would say Sabathia has been decent. Remember, he is a much older player now at 38 years old as a pitcher, and he's been good. But I also think it's good that the Yankees got the veteran pitcher Jay Happ, who is also an older pitcher at 35. But Jay Happ has a very good record against the American League East, and has been throughout the past a Boston Red Sox killer, basically. And he's been very good pitching in the AL East, and he was also a very good pitcher for the Phillies before he came to the Blue Jays. So I think it's very good that the Yankees have the veteran presence of Jay Happ in their rotation now. And I don't know if he's a rental or if they will try to sign him after the season, but at least they still have him for the final 2 months of the season.
Yeah, because he's going to be a big part. Actually, Happ should be making his debut today, or at least a press conference today. Something should be happening today for him.
Right. I'm not sure when they're going to fit him in. Probably the beginning of next week, maybe against the Orioles.
Yeah, but maybe they have a press conference or something with him soon. Maybe today or maybe by like tomorrow or something like that. Who knows?
And Zach Britton had a very good inning. He was throwing a 96, 97 mile per hour sinking fastballs the way he always does, and he had a very good first inning coming in.
Yeah, he was
last night.
Yeah, he was. He's on pace to be pitching awesome. So that's a real good thing, And
so you're headed into the game today, and the weather is touch and go. It's iffy. Possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. I would suggest that if you have an umbrella or a poncho or something, to wear it in case you're caught out in anything.
Yeah, usually I probably just might bring my sweater,
Okay.
Or I usually bring a jacket or something like that. But yeah, man, it sucks when it rains over there.
I know. It can be pretty rough.
Yeah, actually, because there's really nowhere to run to,
I know. You could stand under the subway platform or something out on 161st Street or whatever, or that kind of thing, or go into the Hard Rock Cafe or Billy's Sports Bar and get some sodas or some fries or something like that. I do that on occasions.
Yeah, that's the best way to beat out a rain delay because it gets pretty crowded in the stadium on rain delays.
Yeah.
And you really can't stay in the Great Hall, because the Great Hall, depending on how the wind is, you'll get rained on that part. You know,
Right.
because it's
I know
open
there's the
there.
opening in the top.
Yeah, so you gotta really go like on the field level area or like the second level area. You know, because the tier reserve is all open too, so you'll get wet up there. So
Right.
other than
Right.
that, is you have the ramps, the ramps to walk up. That's another
Well, with
dry
where
spot.
your seats are, I mean, you could basically go and sit in your seat, but you'd just be watching the field while the rain delay is going on, because you have the overhang from where your seats are.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's the best thing. But most people don't have those seats, you know? So it's
Right.
like,
Those are very good seats that you have in that section 427 there. Very good, nice view.
yeah, man. We picked those personally because we could have got seats, way closer, down in the tier reserve, but we was like, no, because if it rains, we'll be in the rain. You know what I mean? So let's take these seats, and we'll be under
And
the
also, they're
canopy.
probably more expensive, too.
I think they are a little bit too, you know.
Yeah.
But you know how the Yankees are. They do this diverse pricing thing now, so it is what it is. You know?
Right. Dynamic pricing depending on the game and what the attendance is going to be and who they are playing against.
Yeah, because I had to buy these tickets for the
Right.
for this game, and they came
Mm-hmm.
out to like almost $40,
I see.
and
Wow.
they're normally like $20, $21.
I know. That's the thing there. And so you have a good game tonight, and I'll be giving you a call in the seventh inning again tonight.
Yeah,
Check
man.
in.
Absolutely. I'll be doing another vlog from there. And, and hopefully the Yankees could pull out another win, man.
Yes, they have to beat teams like the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, they sure do, man. We gotta, and as well, this is the time to try out different strategies,
Yes.
See if people could run on this guy, see if, how we can play certain people or whatever the case they have to do. But, this is the time to experiment. When you can,
Right.
when you can score so many runs, then you can bring in the Jason Shreve that blows games all the time and put him against this guy and see if he can get his confidence up,
He's been pitching better lately. He has been pitching better lately, but
Yeah,
as we were talking about earlier, one of the bullpen players is going to have to be removed because of the switching in the roster now that J Happ and Zach Britton have arrived.
Yeah, definitely. They're gonna have to stay there. But
Yeah.
we'll see what's gonna happen with the Yankees, man. But I guess we'll do it. I guess we'll end it here on another
Okay.
on another first inning on the podcast. It's been a great podcast. It's been a great season so far. So
Oh yes, I always enjoy doing this with you.
yeah, man, definitely. So let's hope the Yankees keep going, man, and it's full steam ahead. Even the judge, even though the judge is out, we still have plenty of people to take over. So I ain't worried about it.
Yes. Just let's hope Judge has a speedy recovery.
That's right. So we're gonna say so long, everybody. See you next time. Give a thumbs up. Let us know that you care. You want to say anything, Raj, to let us go?
Oh, well, I'll say the Yankees need to win as many games as possible because the Red Sox are so strong. And let's hope the Yankees continue to win. And good talking to you again as usual.
Absolutely. So we'll see you, everybody. See ya.
Bye-bye.